guys, welcome back to Tip Tuesday. My name is Matthew Sturkey with Stone Mill Log and Timber Homes. Thanks for joining us today. We're on week 3 of a 4-part series on tips for finding the ideal land to build your log or timber frame home. And I'm joining you today from a beautiful site over near Pisgah National Forest in North Carolina. We're going to talk today about contingencies and things to be thinking about when you put that offer in on a piece of property. What things do you need to put into a contract? What contingencies do you need to incorporate into that offer? And there's a few that you want to keep in mind. One is going to be a feasibility contingency, and a feasibility contingency is kind of an all-encompassing to determine whether it's feasible to build on that property that you've got an offer on. You know, is it feasible to get a road in? Is it feasible to build a foundation? Is it feasible to get the utilities in? All things that have to go into determining whether you can move forward to close on that property. So that's the first thing, a feasibility contingency. The second is going to be septic permitting, or doing a perk test, making sure that the property perks for the number of bedrooms that you want to build. It's really important because not every property will perk for the number of bedrooms that you want to build. You can't just buy a piece of property and then decide that you want to build a 4 or 5 bedroom home on it. You want to make sure that the property will perk for the number of bedrooms that you actually want to build. I've seen it plenty of times where somebody wants to build a 3-bedroom home, but the property only perks for 2 bedrooms, or a 4-bedroom home and it only perks for a 3-bedroom. So make sure you know what the property perks for, and you know how many bedrooms you can actually build on that property. So percolation and a soil test is really important. Make sure that building permits are feasible, and put it contingent on being able to get a building permit for the type of structure that you want to build. Zoning is another. If you're building, like we talked about last week, if you're building a short-term rental, make sure it's zoned in an area that allows for short-term rentals. In the Gatlinburg area, for example, there are areas that don't allow for short-term rentals. So make sure that if you're doing a short-term rental, you're in an area that allows for it, or that your homeowners association will allow for it, because I have seen covenants and restrictions that do prohibit short-term rentals in a development. Make sure that you put those contingencies into place to be able to do your due diligence during that period of time from when you've made an offer through that due diligence period, and make sure you set aside plenty of time in your due diligence period to do that research, to do the homework, to dot the I's, cross the T's, and make sure that you're in a good position to move forward with closing on the property. So these are just some of many things that you want to take into account, and contingencies that you want to take into account when you're making an offer on a property, and those will help you and set you up for success when it comes time to close on the property and be ready to start that building project that you've always wanted. So hopefully this has been helpful. Thanks again for joining us for Tip Tuesday this week. Look forward to you joining us next week for more Tip Tuesday. Until then, stay safe and healthy, and take care as always. See you later.